Hello, and welcome to another edition of All or Nada According to Jack with your host, Jack Toledano. Yes, I am wearing an Iron Maiden shirt. Meanwhile, I am talking about these guys, Judas Priest. Yeah, it's been a while since I did an episode about Judas Priest. I'm actually going to do a collaborative episode in another week or two talking about the KK's Priest and Accept show that I attended with certain other people that are attending this evening, in fact. Uh, but story for another day. Um, Tonight, we are going to talk about the 50th anniversary and re release of Rocka Rolla. So let's go to my phone here and I'm going to talk about the songs. So basically, um, first of all, I want to thank Brendan Snyder for pointing me in the direction of the re release of Rocka Rolla. I didn't even know that they basically remastered and re released it until I happened to be going into YouTube, and before I got to my own videos, I saw Brendan's that he had just put up talking about his review of the album. So now I'm not going to do a review of the album proper. It's more to talk about the re-release itself, because these songs have been these songs for 50 years, but I'm just going to talk about the fact that how the songs are presented here in 2024. So basically, to make a long story short, before I even talk about the songs, I'm going to take off no virtual background, and I'll tell you why. Uh, my ugly bedroom. Uh, Basically, I'm going to show you a few pictures from the Judas Priest visual biography that I bought from Mr. Martin Popoff. And do you want to know something? What a beautiful book this is. If you have a chance to buy it, do so. But basically, I'm going to show you some of these. So this is the album Rocka Rolla. There's some tour information just to basically show you some pictures. There's Mr. KK Downing with his flowery, blousey shirt with his fedora hat, and looks like he's playing a Gibson SG. Um, and this finger right here, this is the cover of the album, Gull Records. So let's move along. I think this is, and this is right before, well, they're still touring Rocka Rolla. This is before they released what the heck is it? Sad Wings of Destiny. And they played the Reading Rock Festival of 1975. All right, good enough. So let's put my background back on. There we go. So Rocka Rolla. Basically, the album was produced by Roger Baines. I thought, and I think the man right above me, Mr. Halford, thought the same thing, that it was a substandard recording. I read recently where, they sent him the record in the mail, put the needle down, he's listening, and he was disappointed, and rightfully so. It's like, wasn't a fair representation of what they were and what they wanted to be. The album sounded blah. It's like, here's a guy who produced Black Sabbath, and he made this thing. He made them sound like, Journey or REO Speedwagon, just like, you know, blah, a blues band that's just not a very heavy band. But so I'm not exactly sure when this happened, but I think Glenn Tipton uh, was the and Ian Hill were the ones who spearheaded this. They took the recordings a couple of years ago, from what I understand. They made an arrangement where they bought the gold record, the original gold recording. So now they own them. They Fortunately, they still had the master tapes that they could then that they could then remix them. So they had Tom Allen, a famous producer who produced them back in the 80s, did a fantastic job with, British Steel, Screaming for Vengeance, Defenders of the Faith, etc. et al. Uh, he took these recordings and he basically redid them. And if you want to know something, so let's go through the album. One for the Road, Rocka Rolla, I thought were just fantastic. It just, now it sounds like to me the heavy metal band that they would become. It wasn't just a wimpy, bluesy album. Now it was more in tune with 70s hard rock. Um, Winter was, a little bit more of a, mellow, uh, a little bit more of a mellow song, but even the clean guitar sounded better. Deep Freeze sounded better. Uh, Winter Retreat, more of the clean guitar. Cheater, I thought sounded just fantastic. A real punch. Uh, the harmonica sounds great. Never Satisfied, probably my favorite song of the album, a song written by KK and Alan Atkins. Uh, Fantastic, very heavy. Run of the Mill, that's a song that sounds more like, how would you say, more of a proggy song, 8 minute song in the vein of Pink Floyd's "Shine on You, Crazy Diamond," or the Deep Purple song "Fools" off the album Fireball. Uh, really good stuff. Uh, and me, I like to hear their more proggy material. It songs like "Run of the Mill" or off of "Sad Wings of Destiny," uh, "Dreamer Deceiver" slash "Deceiver." uh, where it goes from a 6 minute proggy song into like a 2.5 minute metal barn burner. Similar to what they did with Dying to Meet You. Goes from that da 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 for about 3.5 minutes to about 2 minutes of more barn burner type songs. But the one disappointment in me on this album, well, no, two disappointments. While the songs sound great, I thought they could have made it more special, a la what Jethro Tull did with their Steven Wilson recordings, where they basically made them really special, made them into like a booklet. They gave you a lot of extras. Whereas Priest, all they did was they released it in a normal jewel case. Put some more thought into it, guys. Do some special packaging. I know on Sea of Tranquility, they asked me, did I like Spotify or physical media better? At the time, I said that I liked Spotify better, but you know what? That's not to say I would never ever buy physical media again. And you want to know something? If it's a special collectible, kind of like, this KK book or this book by Mr. Martin Popoff, you're darn right I would consider buying it. For something special, and auspicious as Rocka Rolla, their first recording, which when I first bought it, I thought it sounded like crap, but Now it sounds like a Judas Priest album. Uh, so special packaging would have been nice with maybe some pictures and some, maybe some other extras of, stories and stuff. Um, if you look at this KK book, some of these pictures would have been nice with his original Judas Priest band, Alan Atkins, and what's that guy's name? Uh, Campbell? I forget his name. Uh, Chris Congo Campbell. Uh, wow. Oh, that was Ian Hill. That's who that was. Um, Got to give you a picture of the band proper. Where is? Oh, there we go. This was the his earliest picture with the actual guys, with Halford and his David Bowie get up and Ian Hill and early Les Binks, Tipton, nice stuff. See, it's things like that that I would like to see with with the packaging because not everybody bought the KK Downing book. Not everybody bought the Martin Poplar book. Another thing, Caviar and Mets. You just left the 2-minute instrumental. When Alan Atkins released his album, I think back in what, 99 or 2000, he did a 6-minute version of the original Caviar and Mets. And as an extra, that would have been nice to see. I mean, you guys can't tell me that you don't have the original recording of that. Instead, you give me this 2-minute little snippet of it. That's nothing. What are you going to do? In any event, the album itself probably went from about 2.5 out of 5 stars to now, I would say now it's a 4-star album, which is very good considering that basically it went up 1.5 stars. So good on you guys. Uh, Judas Priest Rocka Rolla. I know it's on Spotify and it's on some other forms of digital media. Uh, the physical media is supposed to come out in early November, so if you're a serious collector, by all means get it. I would get it if they decide to release a very special edition, similar to that Metallurgy box set that they put together. Come on, do something like that, guys. Make it more special, auspicious, auspicious. It's the 50th anniversary, but good job on the songs. I've listened to it about 4 or 5 times this week, and again, I thank you, Brendan Snyder. So very cool. This is Jack Toledano speaking for All or Not According to Jack. If you like what I do, please subscribe. Please tell your friends, and please deliver. Please visit quite often because got a lot of stuff on it coming up. I got a lot of concert videos that I put up from time to time. I just put up a Jethro Tull. I have more videos to put up. You might see an old Judas Priest surprise, so stay tuned. Good night, all.